The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, TGIF. Black Friday up in here. It's a holiday weekend, a special edition of Might Be Tunes. This week, we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about some of the best albums that we've heard this week or this year, some of the best music that we've heard this year. I'm Taylor Cooper. With me, as always, Ahmed and Karl. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hello.
So, last week we had Rob Perna Jr. on here. Fantastic episode. If you guys have not checked it out, make sure you go check it out. His story is absolutely wild. The show is sponsored by Muse CBD. Go to MuseCBD.com, enter promo code MBN, 20% off, free shipping, and free stuff. That's not a lie. It's not a joke. They give you free stuff. And that's the perfect thing to get this time of year. You make Muse CBD a gift. It's a great gift for anybody. Whether they got some painful joints, some anxiety, some stress, can't sleep, check out MuseCBD.com. Do it now. Promo code MBN, 20% off, free shipping. So, I think this week is just going to be kind of like a free-for-all, kind of like what Black Friday is anyway. People are going to be out here listening to this on Black Friday.
People are going to be on Black Friday mauling each other down. Thinking about going out to Walmart or whatever and trying to film something.
Do you guys do Black Friday shopping?
No.
See, I definitely don't. And I mean, that's not to say that I never have, but I've never gone out like before, like there's people out there at like 3 a.m.
Well,
door busters and all this shit. And I just...
Most of the time, I usually had to work.
Right.
So I retail.
Yep.
So I never...
Yep.
If I was up, I was working. So, no.
I was the same way when I when it used to be Strawbridge's. I would be there, at whatever time, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, waiting.
Early.
And I'm just like walking by lines of people.
People camped out.
Just
shit.
camped out. I'm like, God damn it, I gotta go work. This is dumb.
No, and it's always cold on Black Friday. Real cold. I remember times getting up for work and heating the car up.
Yep.
Yeah. Getting out of bed is the last thing I want to do. But yeah, man, it's crazy.
Well, I've asked this question to everybody this week on all the shows, so I got to do it for you guys too. But what is your? Obviously Thanksgiving is coming. What day or what food are you looking forward to the most on Thanksgiving? Like, what's your shit on Thanksgiving?
Turkey.
You're a turkey guy.
And pumpkin pie.
I like the sweet potatoes.
Yeah, the sweet potatoes.
Yeah, but it's got to have like the brown sugar stuff with the marshmallows.
Okay.
That if you mix that good with the potatoes and gravy and turkey, it's just fucked up, man. I don't.
And the cranberry sauce shaped like a can.
Yeah,
it's just chilling on the plate.
The thing about Thanksgiving is it all just it can all just be mashed together and into just gorgeousnness. So fuck it, man. All of it. Just all of it. Just smash it together.
Are you guys like food mixers though? Like, do you guys get your plate and it's all just like touching each other?
Do not touch.
Yeah.
Barricade there. Stay away from my shit.
Yeah. So I guess I was.
My dad was the type like, it's all going in the same place. I don't care.
Yeah.
Presentation is everything, and that don't look right.
No, you're right.
Fuck
I agree. What were you saying, Karl?
I separate it onto my plate, but then I kind of like mix and match as I go.
Yeah. Well, see, I'll eat. I gotta have turkey with mashed potatoes. I'll have it together.
I dip the turkey into the mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Right.
Or maybe get but I'll do like the beans separate.
But see, that's a personal choice.
Like a green bean might not get mixed into that bite.
Like it's your choice to have it there, not touching, but to mix it when you eat it. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
You got to separate your foods into what gets dipped and what doesn't. Like, I don't dip stuffing into my mashed potatoes.
Right.
I'll do it in my mouth. Like, I'll take a spoonful of
do it all at once and then start chewing.
Some corn and then the turkey.
See, I go with the fork. I go stuffing, turkey, mashed potatoes, eat.
Yeah.
That's how I get it. That's how I get down.
Man,
That's how I get down.
can't.
And gravy is on all of that.
Shout out to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, shout out to Thanksgiving.
See, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday
Right.
because of the meal.
Who doesn't like the busted grub?
It's the meal. It's the meal more than anything. Christmas is kind of stressful, and it's a whole lot of stress that's just banging over with after. So Thanksgiving is it's a meal, man.
It's a meal. The food, the football, the vibe for the whole weekend.
And it starts early.
Yeah.
So like by like 3 o'clock,
Yo,
you're
5
just
o'clock
on the couch.
Yeah,
Done.
done.
Food coma like a mugger.
Yep. All that turkey, dude.
Done.
Puts you right to sleep.
Done.
Yep.
And you were like, oh my God, that was the best day ever. And all you really did was eat.
Do you guys fuck with Christmas music?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man.
Do you listen to it like Thanksgiving weekend? Like when is it? When do you start?
I've actually
listening
already
to it?
started.
Okay.
I've actually already started listening to.
Yeah, I start my music and Christmas movies at Thanksgiving.
That's the beginning.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I started a little early this year, which is weird for me. But yeah,
I'll watch Christmas Vacation on Thanksgiving. That's usually how it starts for me.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
And I'm consistent with that every year.
That's like a tradition for you. The Christmas Vacation.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
well,
That's good.
and then I just loop 3 movies: that, Elf, and
Scrooge.
the Home Alones. Those just get like
Scrooged.
Yeah.
You have to watch Scrooge.
Scrooge is in there.
Scrooge is cool, but I got a 6-year-old. He kind of just picks between those 3, and I keep it. I'm cool. I don't think he's ready for Scrooge. I don't think he'd like it.
We just watched the end of the first Home Alone, and the second one came right on after.
That's the
And-
best when they do that on TV.
Yeah, I agree. I forgot how bad I wanted one of those Talk Boys or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, I always wanted one of those, and I was so mad I never got one.
Wait, refresh my memory.
The Talk Boy is the thing that it's like the handheld thing with the microphone on the end, and he like records everything.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And he like plays it back for like.
Yeah. Leave it on the doorstep and get out of here. Snakes. Well, you have to pay for your pizza, son.
Dude, they're classics. They're classics. The first 2, especially.
Marv was the shit.
Dude, he had the worst parents ever. Straight up.
Left him twice.
Twice. Back-to-back years.
You can't put those movies out now.
No.
They'd be getting blasted on Facebook.
Agreed.
All over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Their mug shots up instantly.
Right.
Everybody would be judging so hard.
But, all right, so let's get into the tunes here a little bit. So 2019, I feel like, has been kind of a quiet year musically as far as, like, I don't know, some of, like, my favorite artists. But I've found some newer artists that I didn't know who they were, or didn't know much about them, and listened to some of their new stuff and really liked it. A guy named YBN Corday was the first artist that came to mind when we started talking about this topic. He's actually nominated for Grammy Best Rap Album. It's his first album, I think. And I gave it a 10 out of 10 on Might Be News when it came out. Like it's one of the best hip hop albums that's come out in the past couple years, in my opinion. It's littered with features. It's called The Lost Boy. I highly recommend anybody out there check out YBN Corday's The Lost Boy, cover to cover. Phenomenal album. I was listening to it for weeks, dude. Yeah. Weeks. And that's how I know, like, I found something that I the longevity aspect. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think because I can't really think of anything
new this year.
Well, I'm just trying to think of an album period that I've reintroduced myself to or whatever. No, there isn't one.
No,
I just because now I have Apple Music or Spotify, and I'll just
so it's what you want.
Yeah,
right.
I make mixtapes.
Right,
now,
right,
and
right.
I put it all together, and
because
now
it's cool because they'll do it for you.
Yeah, and now that we're basically living in a singles generation.
Yeah. Yep.
There's not really albums that I follow that heavy. So everything, I just make mixtapes basically still.
That's a good way to do it.
I'm kind of in the same thing with Ahmed now, which is weird because I never saw it coming. I've always been an albums guy, always, and now I'm listening to mixes and shuffles that I kind of am controlling.
Sure,
the creative background of, and through Apple Music or whatever. Even I have the free Spotify, so I'm like between the two, but. So now I'm like in a mix world. So yeah, it's like hit me with your singles, man. But like I just need to find better ways to be alerted of that signal.
Right.
Signal. So
see, me personally, I have a habit. It's every single Friday morning. Every Friday morning, I wake up, getting ready for work, whatever, and as I'm doing that, I go on iTunes and I go to the whatever it's called, browse or whatever, and that's where you find all the new releases. Every Friday I look at it, and I pick at least one, and I try to check it out.
I haven't done that in years. See,
Most
the
of the
vanishing.
I go through two playlists a week. I go through that they
put
set
together
up
for you.
me,
Yeah. See, and I wanted to ask you guys about that. So now that we're on that topic, do you think that because you already kind of said it, like you listen to the playlists, you don't really go out and search for anything. Do you think that helps or hurts the whole experience?
I think it helps in a way. It's just real slow.
It keeps you in your comfort zone. Number one, for sure, it keeps you in your comfort zone.
Well, because I'm so geeked out on music, if that's like the first hit for me, I'll get pulled in through that, and if I like that, I'll research more. I'll pull up, see if they have any more albums, and then maybe I'll get turned on to a full album that way.
Yeah,
and then I'll look down because usually Apple Music they have suggestions. If you like this, then maybe you'll like this, and maybe I might click on something else to see if I might be down with this or whatever.
Right.
But that's usually the only way I'll ever find out about anything new, unless somebody recommends something to me.
Right.
Somebody's like, or something's like everybody's talking heavy about something. I'm like, yo, you need to check this out.
Right.
Up until that point, I'm singles all day.
Well, and that seems to be the way that musicians are going. Like you said, we're in the age of singles. All these musicians. Another artist that I'm getting ready to say here, Labyrinth. He just dropped his new album on Friday. That's past Friday, and I love it. But prior to that, it was just all singles, single. Mm-hmm. You go onto his page on Apple or whatever, and he's got so many singles that he's already got an essentials playlist. Yeah, but it's all singles though.
But think about that though. You could put out, depending on how quick you are, a couple of those a month. If you're a really good artist, you could do that, and then so what's the point? You don't have a whole year, you don't need to have a whole year wrapped up in 12 songs anymore.
It's crazy because if you look at the daily plays for one song, almost outdoes the numbers for full length albums.
Yeah. Yep.
Almost.
Yeah.
And
especially
that's just
if you got
one
like
song. That's crazy.
Especially if you have that like radio friendly, kind of poppy / just catchy.
Like that fucking Billy Ray Cyrus song again.
Right. The
I got my horses in the moon.
Yeah, whatever that. Yeah.
Ain't nobody tell me
we won't even
nothing.
entertain it. Fuck it. That song.
That guy's up for a ton of awards. Lil Nas X.
Stop it.
He is.
Stop.
He is. He's
I
up for
can't.
awards.
What am I doing?
Dude,
what am I doing with my life?
He's got it all. He's got it going
Please, somebody help me.
Took the world by storm.
Hey.
Country's so pop now anyway. And I don't even think that's what his flavor is. I've heard a couple of his songs.
I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, he's just one of these rappers these days. Lil somebody. It's not bad. I'm not into it, but it's not terrible. There's worse. There's certainly worse out there. But Labyrinth really, hit me like on all sides. Like that's definitely considered pop music. But his production is just, it puts it over the top for me because he produces his own stuff. So like, I like people that create their own lane.
There's a lot of, now see, I will say that about today.
Yeah.
People were figuring out, hey, I can do this shit myself. I don't fucking need you.
Right.
Just tell me what I need to get so I can do it myself. And then everybody becomes their home Frankenstein in their own shit.
Right.
So that's cool. But the other problem about that is it's oversaturated now. You got 1 million people.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like you're screaming in a room of 100 people trying to be that.
Well, the better ones will still rise to the top. Well, the better marketers.
Right.
Not
well, and
everybody
also,
can do that.
Also, it's who you know too. It always is.
That'll
like,
put your name in front.
Right. I like Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak created his own lane. People like that who are like true musicians that don't need 50 people to write a hook for them, and you can tell the difference. Labyrinth is one of those. Anderson .Paak for sure. What's another one? Tyler the Creator.
If someone is collabing with somebody, does that make you think that the artist himself is weak or just trying to create something stronger?
No, I never look at it like that.
You mean collabing with who? Another artist or
just
or
another
collabing with like a
well,
big name producer?
someone that collabs with another artist like all the time. It's pretty much all they do. Do you think that
there's a difference between collaborations and features, right? So
all right, I'll put it like this. If you have somebody collaborating with you on every other song on your album, I don't mind that. I mind it a lot less than I do a solo artist putting out a solo album with no features and then having a ton of writers constantly on every song. Like that I find weak to me. You know what I'm saying? Like perfect example is Beyonce. Everybody's going to hate me because I'm saying this. It's not that I don't like Beyonce, but it's like you look at the credits on her albums and this is a Beyonce record with only Beyonce on it, but Beyonce's almost nowhere on the writer's credits. Like that shit's kind of cool.
That I let go a long time ago because there's a lot of people out there who have their name. It's their album and they don't write shit on it.
Right. Right.
Fucking, it's crazy because I was watching YouTube earlier and I saw this clip on Ozzy Osbourne and he didn't write any of his shit. His bass player did.
That's crazy to me.
And the bass player was signed under contract to not say that he wrote any of it. The credits on his albums say Ozzy Osbourne. He didn't write shit.
Wow. See, that's fucked up. I don't like that shit.
That's crazy. But then again, this guy was writing with him from the first album all the way up to whenever, like a long time. If you know that's going down, how many times are you going to keep sticking your hand in the cage before you get bit? You know, you know what it is. I think at some point everybody kind of uses each other. Yeah. But I'm after he probably wasn't seeing enough money from it coming in or whatever. Right. So I don't know. Marquee value with Ozzy's name probably.
Karl, you said at one point you were talking about the Black Keys album that came out this year.
Yeah, man.
That was one for you that stuck out for you.
Man, production wise, songwriting wise, it's amazing. I don't understand why I don't see it on any of these lists online.
No, it's not.
I just don't get it.
I mean, I listened to it. I liked it. I don't like it as much as like Brothers or El Camino. But I liked it. I felt like it started off really strong and then kind of died off towards the end. But like, again,
they're cool. I like
the Black Keys a lot. Black Rock, dude. Black Rock is one of the greatest collaboration albums. Or like,
that record's a different story.
That whole thing is so crazy.
Why don't records like that ever get noticed on the mainstream?
Right, dude. I wish they would have made like 4 more of those. Do you know what Black Rock is, Ahmed? That was the Black Keys, and Dame Dash from Rockefeller Records like hit up a bunch of rappers and shit. Yeah, Jim Jones come through.
That's crazy.
Most Def, RZA came through.
What?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
they did a whole project.
But the Blackies handling the music.
It's a whole album.
Yeah.
Now,
dude,
see, I have
so
an album.
good.
2019 is not over yet. Now I have an album to look forward to. Well, it sounds like something I want to check out. That sounds cool.
You would like that.
I'm gonna text it to you right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Make sure.
Black Rock is really
'Cause
cool.
When I stumbled across this one, it played for a long time.
A long time. Yeah, same for me. Because it's like I like that because, and there's also you can look it up on YouTube because there's like behind the scenes like videos from it.
Cool. I
where
like
it
that
shows
kind
like
of shit.
RZA come into the studio and like lay down the guitar riff for the song that he's on. Yeah, dude, it's so cool, man. They have Pharoah Monch on there. Oh God, what was his name? Billy. Shit, one of the guys from MOP. God, the whole thing's so good. The whole thing's so good.
It's so good.
How many tracks is on there? I see you looking at right now.
11.
11 of them.
11
Good.
tracks.
That's
So good.
nice. That's
Yeah.
a nice album right there.
Nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
11, 12 is a nice album.
Yeah. Yep. That's good.
Cool.
That's a good one. I'm like looking through here. Well, I was this year. This year was the first time I ever knew that Jeff Goldblum is a musician,
Really?
and he has albums out.
I didn't know that.
Yo, he makes jazz albums.
What?
And they're pretty dope. He's a jazz pianist. He's fucking good
Doesn't
at
he
it
have
too.
a TV show on, like an online
Yeah,
TV
it's
show?
on. It's on the National Geographic channel.
What's
The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, what's that all about? I saw some. I
It's
saw
basically-
some people praising that shit
It's pretty much
online.
just him going around and like picking one specific thing to like dive into and talk about and research and interview people about. It's pretty cool.
Did you know what's the guy's name who played Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump? Is it Gary Sinise?
Yeah.
Do you know he's a crazy good bass player?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. He's really talented.
I saw a picture of it one time. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Him, Robert Downey Jr. too.
Yeah.
Aquaman. What's his name?
Oh,
Jason
Jason
Momoa.
Momoa.
Mimosa.
Yeah.
He's a really good bass player too.
Really?
Yep.
Well, don't worry.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I know.
Oh,
If you said he was a really awesome drummer, I would just give up. It's just a good bass player. I'm not worried.
No. Fuck that.
look up Jeff Goldblum and the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. That's what his group is. He's got 2 albums out.
All right. The what?
Jeff Goldblum,
Is that what a G?
J Jeff, and then Goldblum with a G.
Is that a G? Is it a G off?
No, it's Jeff. like typical. But I feel you though.
And
There's many ways to spell Jeff. There's
is.
the
Well, I bet
typical-
we could play this on the show and not have it taken off the
Yeah, yeah.
Jeff Goldblum and the. There it is.
Fuck it.
Oof.
Just put whatever on.
put some David Hasselhoff.
Oh, it doesn't have the fucking plug, does it? Shit.
Oh, but the laptop does.
Nice setup, Karl.
I got you.
The laptop does.
Oh, the laptop does?
Hell yeah. All right. It's gonna. Is it on mute? So I can plug this in?
Yeah, it's on mute now.
Karl turned me on to Electric Feel.
Oh.
By MGMT?
Yeah.
That song's
That
dope.
was him.
Oh, yeah.
He turned me on to them and Chromeo. And that shit,
Yo, Chromeo, don't even fuck with it. Yo, their
I like
record
Chromeo.
wasn't
Yo.
2019, but 2017, their record that came out was.
Fine, love it.
Oh.
I love Chromeo.
Yo, their shows are awesome.
Chromeo. Oh.
If you're not dancing at a Chromeo show, you're a dick.
Tenderoni.
Tenderoni. All right, here's Jeff Goldblum and the Mildred. What? Snitzer?
Yeah.
What?
Play it. I want to
All
hear
right.
it now.
All right, I'm just shuffling here.
Anything.
Do something else. What are you gonna? Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
Shall we?
I know what you're gonna do. Oh, we introduced this today. Oh, this
We
is a new
did.
song. We never
We
played
just
it
kind of
before.
did it on the fly.
Is he just gonna rant?
I love it.
Oh, I don't know.
I get it.
My favorite, Jeff.
Yeah, and who do you look like? A young, beautiful Brigitte Bardot.
Enchanté.
Ne rien
Yo, he goes hard on the piano.
Hold on, we need some more volume.
He plays the piano.
Gotta turn that up. This is maxed out.
That's him on piano.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, cool cat. Real jazzy. Yeah.
I mean, that's a
At the song station.
that's a good beat.
Makes me treat you the way that
Yeah.
I do. Oh, gee, baby.
Yeah. Everybody's just shaking their heads. Yeah.
Nothing in this world.
Yeah.
Fuck with that.
Yeah, bro. I get down with this shit. It's real
Is
dope.
the whole album like that?
Yeah, all
I got
of it.
2 albums now.
Yeah.
Shh, Ahmed. Sorry. Oh yeah. Who's this broad singing?
That Megan Stitzer?
That's Snitzer? Mildred Snitzer.
Man, I feel like I'm in the South somewhere back in the day.
I don't
At
care.
the Juke joint.
I don't even care. I don't even care what she looks like.
Jeff Goldblum is killing it.
What's he playing?
The piano.
Piano.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fly's playing that.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's chilling on the piano. See, I'd fall asleep to this in a good way.
well,
Right.
Relax. I like smooth jazz, so that's what's up.
I like it.
I need a cigar.
Yeah. Smoking
Fucking
jack.
A little whiskey, a little
Yeah.
cigar. Anybody comes in just gets interrupts when we get smacked.
So Jeff Goldblum
Jeff Goldblum.
is what's up.
Yo, check him out.
I'll never look at the fly the same.
Check him out. Dude, he's like, I randomly stumbled across it because like that was one of my Friday discoveries.
Wow.
I was like, at first I was like, is he doing like stand up or something? Because I
Yeah,
saw
it's kind
his
of what
name,
it
and I'm
sounded like in the
like,
beginning.
what is this? And then I checked it out. And I was like, holy fuck, this is dope. I'm all the way into it.
I thought he was about to tell some jokes or something. Oh my
Right.
God. I thought you said this was a musical
We're
album.
going one of his like anxiety rants.
Right.
You know, he goes
right.
on those rants.
One album that I have to mention for sure that came out in 2019 that was just huge. Bandana is the name of the album by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. I listened to it when it came out. That was a Friday discovery. And I'm not a huge Freddie Gibbs fan, but like him over Madlib beats is just a whole nother level. And then I watched an interview with Madlib, and I saw that he made all the beats for that album on his iPad.
See? You can do it
Dude.
very easily anymore.
Dude.
Hey man, fuck it. Hey, whatever it takes to be creative
Yeah. No,
make
I can
and
dig it.
inspired. If you can be inspired, it doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing.
Well, that's how
Remember
you
back in the
pioneer
remember
shit.
back in the 90s when the dude got famous for playing the bucket?
Yeah, now I'm pissed off about that because I did that first. He stole my idea. Yeah, I'm in my feelings about that.
Who was it that ended up? Was it a jeans commercial that ended up? taking that
Yeah,
on?
button your fly shit. I remember 1991.
All he was doing was
pissed
playing a bucket on the side of the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was doing it. He had
And you know
some
what?
technique
Probably his whole
behind
life
it.
he was told, go to school, go to college.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I want to play this fucking bucket. And then all of a sudden he's on everybody's TV. He probably still has more jeans than I can shake a fist at.
Yeah, probably.
What does he do? I need jeans. You think?
Well,
And
you
I
can-
never once stopped and said I should just.
If you
get
go
this
to
bucket.
New York, you'll see that kind of shit everywhere. People do that kind of shit on the street.
What was it about?
Street
him?
talent.
What was it about this guy that was different?
Nothing. He just played the shit out of a bucket, and people noticed it.
It was like when he
They
went
didn't
viral.
have phone, like they didn't have phones to go viral back then.
Yeah, but he went viral before internet.
Yeah, word of mouth, and that's how it was back then.
Unbelievable.
Looking here. Looking. Oh, Ventura dropped this year.
All right, who's the dude that
From
did it on the
Anderson,
iPad? I'll bring him up here right now too.
That's Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. Madlib is the producer.
So all right, so this guy and Madlib.
Yeah, it's called Bandana.
Oh, why didn't you? I just
It's a good
type in
album.
Bandana.
It's a good album.
Bandana.
I'm trying to look here.
I can't even spell bandana right.
What's this guy's name? Hobo Johnson. You guys ever listen to the dude Hobo Johnson?
No.
He's kind of weird. Emo rap. It's okay though.
Emo rap.
Emo,
rapping about how like
Depression?
girls are out of his league and just
For real?
stuff. Yeah, that's
Nuh-uh.
pretty much, yeah. I swear to God, that's what it is.
Well, all right, well, what do you want to play?
Off of Bandana.
Here's Bandana. I found it.
Let me look it up here. Where is it?
Is this the Depression music?
No, that's Hobo Johnson.
All right, we'll get to that one, Ahmed. I want to hear all this.
All right, here's Bandana. Hold on, let me pull it up. Half Maine, half cocaine is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it.
Niggas will never learn.
Yeah.
It's the niggas that never learn. Yeah. Niggas that never learn. Bridges burn, tables turn. Fuck niggas, they gon' never learn. Never learn. Not about an almighty dollar, it ain't my concern. Ain't my concern. But you gave it pussy to outside of me.
I like the beat.
That ain't my concern. I just bought hit in the 458, that's what I deserve. Nigga, I deserve. Big old house and 2 thick bitches making grits. Leather seats in a new candy painted whip. Bitch, I came out the womb on some gangster shit. Hope I knew you was up, you could take a lick. Set them up with my bitch, we could finger it. I just broke up a brick on the east with the click. Who you banging with? You know they be in Diego, be taking shit. Be taking shit.
I like the beat.
Yo, Madlib's a nice producer, man.
I do like the beat. Ahmed looking stinky face over there.
Not a fan. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a Freddie Gibbs fan all the time, and that's the guy rapping. I'm not a Freddie Gibbs guy all the time, but I like
just
the beat.
feel like I've heard it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a style going on with hip hop for the past decade that I like. It's just everybody sounds the same, man.
Right.
It's just, but it's not like meaning the same voice. Like they're following the same kind of style pattern.
Right.
Their delivery.
Same cadence, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
When I saw Bone, they probably had at least 5 opening acts beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And with the exception of Chill Moody, everybody sound the same.
Let me see that plug real quick, Karl. Did you guys hear? Yo, I like Chill Moody.
Yo,
I like Chill Moody a lot.
I walked out of there a fan.
Did you guys fuck with Tyler, the Creator, at all?
Heard of him.
His new album, Igor, is wild. One thing that I like about Tyler, the Creator, is just how weird he is. But also, like, I like how he produces most of his own stuff, which I like. He definitely has created his own lane. Hold on. This is my favorite song off his new shit.
4.
I like it already.
Yo, those drums are hype.
I would totally dance just in my underwear in this
This sounds like the Double Dutch Bus. Remember that song?
Ooh, listen to that bass.
I don't know where I'm going, but I know what I'm showing. Feelings, that's what I'm pulling. What the fuck is your
More bass, the
motive?
better.
Man, I wish you would call me by your name, cause I'm sorry. This is not apology. You are such a distraction. That's what Tion are. Fucking up
Listen to that
my
bass,
ambiance.
bro. This is fun.
You drive me cuckoo and not call. Cause I want you like Leon. Okay, say it, get it.
Fuck that.
Okay, wait a minute. I dread that shit.
See, this makes me wanna dance.
I'll fuck with this shit.
This is cool.
I'm dancing for you, Ahmed, right now. Ooh, listen to that. It's like the song's farting. I love it.
Yeah. We're breaking all the rules. We're not even taking a commercial break this time. Yeah, we are. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Jackie from Relatable Radio. I want to talk to you guys about Muse CBD. This stuff is great, and it helps with my stress and my aches and pains. I've tried everything I can get my hands on, from the gummies, pills, droppers, drink enhancers, and they're all fantastic. And they work. Holidays are coming up. Give the gift of Eunomia CBD. It's 100% THC-free, nano-amplified, and third-party lab tested. You can find them at eunomiacbd.com. That's EUNOMIACBD.com. Use promo code MBN and you'll get 20% off plus free shipping, plus free stuff. They're giving exclusive stuff just to the MBN listeners. So what do you have to lose? Go to eunomiacbd.com today. Must be 18 or older to purchase.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Get bonus content each week and head to patreon.com/MBN Network. Your contributions help us make this network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Welcome back to Might Be Tunes. We're just going to keep playing music that we feel like. One album that came out in 2019 that I love. I've mentioned it before quite a few times on the show and others. Anderson .Paak is one of my favorite artists anywhere at all right now. He came out with a new album this year called Ventura, and it's more R&B than any of his other albums, I suppose. Like this one, but he pulled off an Andre 3000 fucking feature on this. But I love this is the song that Andre's on, but I love the whole vibe of this album.
Oh, this sounds old school.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Ahmed hasn't ever really listened to him.
Dude, you got to get into Anderson .Paak, bro. Ready? Here it comes.
Darling, I have to be moved from afar.
I'm already there immediately.
Yo.
This is the only thing.
And this is how the album starts. This is the first song.
Untie me, let me lose.
And that's him playing the drums while he's singing this too.
So gone, so far. I deserve more. Yeah. I'm begging you.
This is where I'm at.
Yeah, you'll fuck with him, dude.
Please come home.
He put this out right after he put out Oxnard. Like it was within like 3 months. And both albums are fire. He's got his backup band is called the Free Nationals. They've got an album coming out themselves. I like the Free Nationals a lot.
Yeah, those guys are good.
They're really good. Ahmed,
What's that album?
That's called Ventura. If you've never listened to Anderson .Paak, I'll send you the link to his Tiny Desk performance. Fantastic.
Oh, that was great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, do that.
On that, he plays a lot of stuff from Malibu.
This is a Christmas show for me. I'm walking out with music here.
Well, that's the whole point of all this, man.
Absolutely.
If this episode even gets
if it gets cleared,
if it's allowed to stay on, maybe you could if it gets pulled off your SoundCloud, maybe you can at least put it on your Patreon.
Yeah, I'll put it. It'll make it on Patreon for sure. I don't know who else.
Figure that out. I want to play this other stuff that I found.
Do it. Oh, you got to play some YBN Corday. God damn, that shit's dope.
I think I just had him up, but I changed it.
Also, Rhapsody put out a new album this year called Eve. That shit is great. She got straight up snubbed for Grammy noms.
Really?
Hard. That album's great. I feel like Rhapsody is so important.
I don't understand the Grammys. I mean, I know it's one of those things where, sure, like you get a Grammy and it's great, right? But I don't understand the process. I guess like how we talked about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't understand the process of the Grammys and who the hell's voting on these. How does somebody like this Billie Eilish person that has just literally just popped up out of nowhere?
Did you listen to her album?
I can't. No,
it's good.
But I've heard 2 songs, and it's just another artist that's just great.
Yeah,
another pop culture artist. Great.
Yeah.
I don't big deal.
Very pop.
But it's cool. We got her thing. It's great. But
apparently her live show is really good.
But like to just pop up out of nowhere, like
it's
those artists that it's those artists that just pop up out of fucking nowhere, and then all of a sudden they're just like praised the next big thing. It's like no, stop.
Well, maybe not. Sometimes there are people who have been in the game for a while and they're just finally getting out there. So, who knows? Because just because I haven't heard of them or any of us here doesn't mean that they haven't been, busting it out for the longest time. Because it's hard to fucking crack out there if you're trying to get out there.
No doubt.
And I know, and I'm sure you guys too, a lot of people who put in work and don't get no recognition for it. None.
Yeah.
Don't have anything. But, there's also people who put in a lot of work and get a lot of work out of it.
Right.
So you just gotta stay on top of it. You gotta stay active and you gotta keep moving.
In the music industry, so we all know that it's top 20, and once you're outside of that, like, who really cares,
right?
As far as like radio play and all that stuff, and I think that goes for the same. For the most part, for the Grammys, it's all a popularity contest. I don't think that the Grammys is by the people, for the people, whatever. I think that that's like the People's Choice Awards shit. But like, I think the Grammys is kind of like the Oscars, where there's some sort of an academy of some kind or a specific, exclusive.
I've come to realize that everything's twisted.
Yeah, no doubt. But I understand what you're saying though, Karl, because like you see like Billie Eilish, what's the other girl's name? Lizzo. Like she's popping up everywhere, commercials and everything. And she's seemingly brand new. Like,
yeah, it's like the Grammys is nothing but just a part of their business plan,
right?
And that's why I'm just like, I'm just over it.
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, I like the Grammys for the performances. Sometimes it's super weak because nobody shows up. But I can dig the Grammys.
I would put one on my shelf if I could.
Right.
I'm gonna turn it down. I'm just saying.
No doubt.
But it's just part of their plan now.
Yo,
weird. Might have always been. But.
Cue up, if you could, please, YBN Corday's RNP. That's featuring Anderson .Paak. This was the jam.
What now?
YBN Corday. It's on The Lost Boy. What else have I been listening to? I've been listening to some Denzel Curry. I like that dude. He's new. He's got a wild style. That guy. Danny Brown came out with a new album recently. That's pretty good too.
What song you want? RNP?
Yeah,
it's playing.
If you like this song, look it up. Look up their performance on The Tonight Show. Phenomenal of this song.
One of y'all niggas gonna be fucking with me. I got 2 bad bitches gonna be rubbing my feet. I got 3 young niggas down the bus at their heat. And all y'all ain't got nothing on me. Ooh, now one of y'all niggas gonna be fucking with me. I got 2 bad bitches.
It's Anderson .Paak.
I got 3 young niggas at the bus at their heat. And all y'all ain't got nothing on me.
Okay, put your fucking hands up. This the fucking anthem. Smiling cause I'm young, rich, black, and I'm handsome. Not to mention wealthy. Ass on a healthy. Young millionaire. What the fuck can you tell me? Smell me? Nigga, that's Chanel cologne. I'm in Europe with the tourists with no cellular phone.
Like, ooh, sound like rich nigga problems.
I like this. This whole album is so solid, dude. So solid. So good. And he's up for a Grammy best rap album. I hope he wins it. I hope he wins it. It's probably the best rap album I've heard this year. I said it instantly.
I will check it out here.
Because that came out after Bandana. That came after a couple other things. J. Cole dropped the Dreamville compilation album this year. That was pretty cool. That's got JID on it and all his people. I like J. Cole a lot. And it's good to hear J. Cole rapping with people because he doesn't do features on his albums anymore. But I put the Lost Boy by YBN Corday over that for sure. I'm trying to think. One guy who's been ridiculously busy for the past 4 or 5 years is Snoop Dogg.
I haven't even heard anything about him.
Yo, he put out 3 albums in the past year and a half. He's got a 2.5 hour long, maybe that's an exaggeration, but it's a super duper long gospel album.
What?
Yeah.
That's where everybody's going. Isn't Kanye doing something like that now?
Yeah, dude, I listened to that album and I just can't do it. I can't do it. See, Snoop did it the right way. He got a bunch of gospel artists involved with his record, and he made it like a real life, like this is something that you could play at your grandma's house, straight up. Not to say that the Kanye record isn't the same way. I just don't. The Kanye record was still the same thing. It was just the same rap, the same. He can barely write music anymore. His beats are still very, very good. I just can't do him lyrically anymore. Can't do it. And now that I hear he's like charging people like $50 for a pancake breakfast at his Sunday service, it's like literally looks like the McDonald's hot cakes with like a tiny little piece of sausage.
What?
Yeah, he's doing like mega shows at mega churches and stuff. What is his name? Joel Olsterstein or whatever that dude's name is.
Charging $50 for flapjack.
Yeah, for some flapjacks, dude.
I love pancakes, man.
What, $50? 50.
Right.
No, man.
Yo, there's just something about like the way they smell. You know, like
not for $50.
When your house smells like pancakes, like
nope.
How can you not just be in heaven?
$50.
Fucking love pancakes.
Go to IHOP.
IHOP?
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't been to IHOP in mad long.
All right, well, listen, I found a DJ this year. Well, I guess I heard his main single when it came out a few years back, but it wasn't enough to like stop me and say, "Oh, I need to find out who that is." DJ's name's Big Data.
That sounds familiar.
The song's called "Dangerous." That was his main hit a few years ago. But it wasn't until recently that I heard in one of those playlists that are sent to my phone, it was a remix of his hit that was in one of my playlists. So this song comes on, and I'm like, oh man, it's pretty cool. And then I trace it back to the original when I saw it was a remix, and then found his newer album, which is awesome. But I'll play real quick. This is like the main hit.
Oh yeah.
So this is his main hit. Right?
You know this?
And like when I first heard it, it wasn't anything that made me say, "Oh, I got to go find out who this is." But it's catchy.
Yeah.
I think he got it on like some
It's on 104. It's on radio 104.5 or whatever it is.
Yeah. It's good, but
I like it.
So doing some more digging, and I really started enjoying his records, and
it sounds like you put it together, like the same way you do shit.
Yeah, he's an electronic DJ artist, but he's more of a songwriter too. It's not just like, and he'll actually go perform this with musicians. So it's not just him up there twisting filter knobs.
I'm not mad at people who do that, because if get your point across, put it out. You know,
right?
Any way you have to make music, make it. You know, so
he's got some like.
A lot of people don't like people who create music that way. I feel like it's cheating or something.
No, it's been going on for so long that those people that have problems are just twisted. So he's got these other songs that are like kind of like rocking with guitar, but it's still like generic in a sense where it's like it's nothing that's not been done, but it's like you still party to it. So
a good riff is a good riff.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Muse.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, right there, definitely.
That's Muse.
I like that. Who is this again?
It's Big Data.
Big Data.
So that's off his original, the older album, but then now this new one that came out this year is what I stumbled onto at like mostly, and it is. This is like the main song that's come out of the new one. Really good beat. Turn this shit up a little bit. This beat's really good.
I live in my dreams. Can't blame me for trying. Just a simple man. Swear that I'm not lying. You can
Soundtrack music.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
I love soundtrack music.
Still electronic drums. The hook gets huge. It's a DJ.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Yeah, so I stumbled across that guy, and so this dude has every song was a different feature, but he kind of rolls between like a few, uses like that guy on a few, and he uses this other girl. Her name's it just says featuring Lizzie, and she's on a bunch of his tracks, and all the tracks that have her on it are phenomenal. So there's tons of good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
in a single, like you were saying, in a culture of singles, that's one where a single led me to a dude that does put out albums. And so, a lot of times when I click on it to see what album, it's just that. It's just one, just a single, and I get bummed out if I really like it, because I will actually listen through the record. But in this case, he had a ton.
You hearing stuff you like over here, Ahmed?
Yeah. I'm good on
real quick.
Tonight.
You want this back?
Yeah, let me see that real quick.
Make sure this is off.
And let me also just say, just because I'm not familiar with a lot of music from today doesn't mean I won't find anything I don't like. It's just, I found my niche in what I do like, so I always go there.
Well, and this kind of goes back to the beginning of the conversation, which is at this point with technology and the streaming services that we have, it makes it harder to go out and find new things if that's not what you're trying to do. They make it super easier for you to find new stuff, but at the same time, they make it really, really easy for you to stay in your lane.
See, this is why I think we need MTV today. Real MTV.
Yeah.
Well, if you went to like say SoundCloud and if they had just like I don't think you can go to SoundCloud and just hit shuffle all, like to shuffle everything that's on SoundCloud, because how many songs would you have to get through to get to something that you might like?
Right.
Probably like 1,000.
Yeah.
Or more. You would just be skipping nonstop. So in a sense with these, the iTunes and the Spotify's, the industry does need gatekeepers to an extent to like kind of like entertain you instead of you just being like flooded with really bad music because the internet's full of it. You know what I mean?
The internet definitely is full of it.
The internet makes it tricky with these streaming services, but I'm glad that they're at least trying. Because if like I said, if I go on Spotify and just hit shuffle all, it'll be so much bad stuff.
Well, and see,
I mean, SoundCloud.
For certain artists, I'll go out and I'll purchase their album on iTunes or whatever. Like Labyrinth. When I listened to his album all the way through on Friday, I spent the $12 or $10, whatever it ended up being.
Well, don't you mean just download it though? Because you pay for Apple Music?
Correct, but no, I bought the album. I went on the iTunes store and like actually purchased it.
That still exists?
That does still exist. And I don't do it very often at all. Because I can get infinite albums for $10 a month. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to do that anymore. But specific people, especially like him, I don't think many people are listening to him like that. He's not a radio hit. He's not boom, especially not over here. He's from the UK, so I assume he's pretty big over there. But I don't know. I just feel like that's one, like I listened to it and I was like, I'm going to fucking buy this album. Here's some more Labyrinth here.
Everest ain't got shit on me. Mount Everest ain't got shit on me.
Is this from the new record?
Yeah. It was on the Euphoria soundtrack. Not on the actual soundtrack, but it was in like one of the episodes.
Boys Dubai ain't got shit on me. You can touch the sky, but you ain't got shit on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
It's got such a dope vibe.
I know. I'm sitting again.
Very soundtracky.
I'm seeing that Quentin Tarantino shit.
Yeah. I like how he created his own lane. Like, every one of the songs on this album have like the same backbone to it, but the meat is totally different. But all of it has like the same like soul to it, you know. Like I dig his like vintage vocal sound, but the production is just next level. This song's really short. I'm gonna let it play because the end is what is the kicker. The end is the kicker. The Euphoria soundtrack was dope. I got that. I didn't buy it. I just checked it out on iTunes, and I really fuck with that. The whole soundtrack was crazy.
I wonder what this dude is inspired by.
Sounds like through the album, I get a lot of gospel. I get a lot of like gospel, old soul, kind of Motown vibe. Love it. I just dig the big sound. You just sound.
Write heavy music, Ahmed, right? But then just play the parts through other instruments. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that with that last, when it just got heavy there, imagine playing those parts with guitars and a drummer, like, right? It's really, really heavy, but he's just using a keyboard and like,
that's you know
what I mean? Like but it's some heavy shit.
Right.
What's he inspired by? To me, it sounds like it sounded like he's inspired by some heavy music,
some heavy shit.
You know what I mean?
He definitely has some crazy.
Because everybody, you know, not every.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
not everybody, but finish your thought though.
Just. Yeah, he could be inspired by country music for all we know. You know?
Yeah, could be.
Like what pulls him to this place to create that? I think it's cool, but I'm always interested in finding out what made this great artist be the great artist he is. What was he listening to? Like I'd like to dissect stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. I like to know.
I do that with my musicians a lot.
I try to do that. I try to like look them up, find if like, all right, so if I find a musician that I'm like all into, like Labyrinth, I'll probably do a deep dive and like try and find some interviews and things like that, because like I love doing that I did that with Anderson .Paak. That's how I found the Tiny Desk. And you find different stuff on YouTube, and that's the beauty of YouTube that like MTV never was. You know what I'm saying?
They thought like about then it was for you.
Right. They thought about it for you, and then occasionally like so and so would be on TRL or whatever, and they'd ask them a couple questions and cool. Then you'd have an episode of Cribs or something. But like you can find one of my favorite guys out there on the internet, Nardwar. Do you know who Nardwar is? Fucking love Nardwar. This crazy Canadian fucking guy finds these artists, primarily hip hop anymore. I feel like maybe that's all he's really ever done. But like, he does the greatest interviews because he knows these guys so well, and they're always blown away by how much he knows. But like, I love watching videos like that where you kind of get, to know these people, because that's what the music is. That's an icebreaker between you and the artist.
Well, I found out about James Brown, through Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Being all up in Michael Jackson. Like, man, what was Michael Jackson watching that made him want to do his thing?
Right.
James Brown. You get turned on it that way. That's what I'm saying. Like stuff like that. I'm interested to find out, what. That's cool how they took this, that, and the third, and then just put it together and, came up with their own thing.
James Brown, man. What a legend. And
Sammy Davis Jr. Yo, he used to kill it on drum. He's a really good drummer.
Yeah, he's a really good drummer.
It's crazy. You look at footage of him, you'll be just like, what? Why wasn't he more known for that?
No, there's videos of him on YouTube, like
on the drums, yeah,
like having drum offs.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like you would
with like Gene Krupa.
I would have never known he played drums until I just stumbled across his footage not too long ago.
No, I've seen it. It's good. He's a really good drummer.
He was good at everything. Singer.
James Brown. Who's come close to James Brown? Like ever?
As far as what?
Like just being that cool.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, being that cool.
It's different though, man. Michael Jackson's a little different. James Brown was like just the front man of all front man. Like
Little Richard.
Whew. Yeah. There's a lot of guys like that. Jackie Wilson. There's a lot.
I mean,
but
as far as like frontmen go, like
because James Brown had his band and shit.
Right.
He was just a legend, untouchable.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like once in everybody's lifetime. Like there'll never be another James Brown. Like what else is there that you can come out and like create to be like another James Brown that hasn't already been done?
Well, see, one of the things about James Brown to me that was like always, I guess, put him above everybody was even like his backing, his band. Yeah. Like, dude, and you watch like the documentaries about him and the movies about him, and he was a complete dickhead to those people playing the music for him, like stopping practices just straight up scream at people or straight up fire them from the band for like missing a note or whatever. But like he demanded excellence, perfection, and most of the time that's what he got, you know? Like that he took that attitude, took whoever he was playing with and made them better. You know, but like I always thought about his beats as being the best.
You didn't have studio magic. You didn't have backing tracks back then. You needed your band to be the best,
right?
The absolute. And if you're playing for James Brown, you got the gig. You know, I don't know what they made back then playing for those gigs, but that's still, you're not getting much better than that.
No,
back then.
No,
you had to be good back then because you couldn't rely on anything but that.
And how good musicians were back then, you fucked up damn right. Somebody's ready to steal that spot.
Yep.
you know,
everybody's trying to get put on.
All those old bands back then have the tightest live performances on their records, man.
Because they had to practice.
Unbelievable.
There was no other way to create it but that way. So it forced you to be that good.
Yeah.
Now you kind of get lazy with it because there's all these avenues. Well, I don't feel like doing it this way. Blah, blah, blah. There was a long way. Now there's so many shortcuts. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the first time being in the studio and finding out that we could copy and paste shit, and I was what?
Totally,
dude. It's funny. A couple episodes ago for us when we were talking about like our old groups and bands, you know, music that we made. I went on a deep dive into all the old stuff that I did. And Jackie has a couple CDs that I gave her from like the earliest stages of me making music. And disc 1, you can hear that I had no idea how to make loops. I was playing everything live on my keyboard. So you would get some songs were 30 seconds, some songs were 2 minutes, but like none of them were like super duper long because I had to play the drums the entire song over the piano riff that I wrote.
But isn't it cool?
It's cool to go
funny
back.
to listen to it now.
Yeah. But then I put in disc 2 where I just figured out how to make loops, and it was like dirty laundry versus clean laundry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, holy shit, this is a fucking mess.
Yeah,
this is good.
It's the face palm moments of music production.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my God, I've been dumb for 20 years.
Well, then I started listening to the music where I first started rapping. Oh my God, what a corny white dude.
Was it bad?
God. Oh, it was terrible.
You gotta pull it up.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, play that shit on here.
Pull it up.
Come on, man.
That at least I know we could play. Hold on, where is it?
And we can go back in the past. Next time, Karl, bring something old in.
Hold on, here's some.
I gave him something 20 years old last time on a CD.
This is from my first disc.
So this is just beats?
This is just beats. I made this with a keyboard and nothing else.
And a Bit Crusher plugin.
Sounds like a Nintendo video game.
Right.
Doesn't it? Sounds like Nintendo.
I did it. I found the piano riff or the synth riff first.
This is Nintendo.
Totally, man. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. Oh, that fill.
Yeah. Oh, and I added the clap.
But the point is, hold on, you can keep that playing, man. You can keep that playing. Yeah. So the point is that you actually finished it and you put it out to however many people might have listened to it. But
oh, this is before the internet. This is before I put anything on the internet. This was me burning CDs and just handing them out to my friends because I thought it was dope as shit.
I love the wind chime. Is that what that was?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Just wait. I get some dope.
Roll it back to that fill again.
Oh, it'll come back.
And you didn't know how to loop at this point, so you had to play along this whole fucking time.
This is the whole thing. Yeah.
I can just imagine you just one track at a time.
Oh, that's all it was. I wanted to throw this thing out of the window.
What year was this?
This was like 2006, 7. Yeah.
So when you handed this to your friends, what did they do with it? Did they hand it back?
Not back then.
Or were they like, yeah.
Jackie still had it. Here we go. Here's the break.
The fucking wind chime.
Oh wait,
I can't.
no. That's where the vocals come in. The break is after. Hold on, it's coming. But yeah, dude, this is
Drummer sounds like he's not sure about that fill.
Right, every time.
That's because it was me hitting one key on the thing. Here it comes. Oh nope. Next roll. God damn it. I don't know these beats like I know my newer ones.
It gotta get slow at the
There
end.
it goes.
He gets tired halfway through. I like it.
Yeah, dude.
I do. I like it.
I wasn't expecting a breakdown. I think you're ready for Red Rocks.
It's screen 2.
Oh shit. It's still going.
Well, hold on. I'm going to try and find some of my...
Oh, man.
Dude.
We could just sit here and dog on each other's demos for an hour.
You want to get scratched into a hook, you have to fucking stand up here and do this shit.
All right, what are you getting ready to play?
I don't want Dan Harmon to be the only motherfucker that gets scratched into hooks. This is when DJ Brino joined the group. This isn't what I was trying to play. Hold on. The only motherfucker gets scratched in the hooks.
What they trying to get?
Yeah, here we go.
I already got it.
Raps is razor sharp.
So
What they trying to get?
this
I
beat
already
is
got
fly
it.
as shit.
Raps is razor sharp.
And this is when I first started rapping.
What they trying to get? I already got it.
Raps is razor sharp.
What they trying to get? I already
I have like the
got it.
longest rap verse of all time on this beat, and it's all bad. This isn't me rapping. This is Joey K. Shout out Joey K.
By now I know you heard of me, the one you wanna be, the one you wanna see, the one named J-O-E. And don't forget the Y or the K.
Nobody's ever asked me to rap on a record. Never. I'll do it though.
You want to?
Yeah, I'll do it. What do you got?
Yo, I got beats galore.
I'll fucking rhyme on it. What do you want?
Styrofoam cups and sluts in the butt. What? Karl's rap.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not much of a freestyler, so everybody's gonna have to wait for me to go home and write something. Try it out a few times.
Rappers can't step to me, I'm authentic. The timid, I'm splendid. Take the title, defend it. You make a rule and I bend it. Please go ahead and try and talk shit. You can't, because my freshness is infinite. That's my life and I'm living it. DJ Brino keeps spinning it. What? The bass hit hit you like the force of a truck. Sorry about your luck.
Ugh, I can't listen.
No, it's not. It's cool.
Can't listen to it anymore.
Ain't shit, just kicking it. Try to get on the mic, but you was killing shit.
Don't worry, son, I keep it legit. Down to pass it off.
It reminds me of Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
I know there's people that are hating again. Original sin.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the flute. Beastie Boys did it once and just ruined the flute for everybody.
That was the only time we ever really did that.
Unless you're
afterwards.
Unless you're like a legit jazz group.
Where is this?
And you did all the music yourself?
Yeah.
That's 100% Beastie Boys right there.
That was when DJ Brino joined in. I don't know what all these beats are. This is after I figured out how to make loops. This has no rapping on it. Yeah, dude. I went on a deep dive. I went through all the old shit. I was like, oh my God.
I don't have any old stuff on this new laptop.
Yeah.
I have stuff on here, but nothing old that you would be able to make fun of me about. I have new stuff on here you'd be able to make fun of me about, but it's not as fun with the new stuff.
With the new stuff, then that's sad.
Yeah, then it just makes me go fuck.
I don't like what I'm doing now. Not what I was doing 15 years ago.
I need at least 3 years on back. That's it.
I liked all the stuff that we played on that episode from our old stuff.
I don't think I listened. What did you end up playing any of the old stuff from that CD I gave you?
You gave me, yeah, it was like the first song on it or whatever. The one that Ahmed told us to play. Yeah. I forget what it was called.
Together Alone.
Yeah, that was it.
That was 99, 2000.
That's crazy.
We did two. We did two CDs. we recorded that one that I gave you, and then we did another one that we never finished, but it was fun. Then I did another hardcore band from that, and it was fun. But oh man, there's just so many bad bands in my 20s.
I released the this episode's coming out Friday.
Yeah, I mean that's just the truth.
This episode comes out Friday. Thursday on Thanksgiving, I'm releasing the soundtrack for the Might Be News Network. So check that out. It's out now if you're hearing this episode. And that's just basically all the beats that I put together over the years for all the shows and stuff that we're doing here. Karl, you've got one. Your beat for the Novak and Franz show. I use your song for that.
Yeah, I like that one. That's old.
Yeah, that's an older one. I remember when you sent that to me. I was living in Florida at the time.
Well, from those years, I have just hundreds of just instrumentals, and even it looks like that's where it's just going to keep going with me is instrumentals.
But make sure you go check out the soundtrack for the Might Be News Network. Guys, that's about all the time we got this week. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a great weekend.
Happy Black Friday.
Happy holiday weekend. Ahmed, great job this week.
Thank you.
Karl, great job this week. Thank you guys so much.
Goodbye.
Go check out everything. We got a playlist coming too.
And that snare drum.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you guys next time.